The Illusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
First thing we're going to do though is customize our gear. Okay, this is what our shepherd will look like. Okay, so let's go speak to the Illusive Man. I guess no face-to-face, huh?
Commander Shepard.
Illusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Really, what do we know? Of course, you don't know me. You don't know who I am. And I certainly don't know you. Regardless, I need answers.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I don't know you. You're not my friend. I'd rather skip the peasantries.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
What about the Alliance? Would they help us?
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
The Alliance is overwhelmed by the responsibility you gave them. They're too busy building relations to put resources into verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Mercs and pirates, you say? Okay. Why me? What makes me so important?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Tell me more about these abductions.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
I suppose so. Tell me more about your organization. Cerberus. Who are they? What are you?
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You say so. Where do we start?
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
I'm supposed to trust them?
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Do I have a choice? I'll find the evidence. But what's this really about?
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways.
Well, that's putting it bluntly.
Go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Alrighty then. Okay, I'm just going to let this codex entries finish. Okay, so here's the time where we can get to know more about Miranda or Jacob, just a little bit. Okay, so let's hear what Miranda has to say.
The Illusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Oh, really? Okay, I guess I have to prove myself, is that it? But you just remember who's in charge. I am. I'm captain now.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Well, that's putting it bluntly. Jeez, I guess I know where your allegiances lie. You sound jealous. Thanks for resurrecting me, but, you know.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the Illusive Man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
What's your problem? Why can't we be friends? Of course, is there going to be a problem here? We don't have to be enemies, like I scratch your back, you scratch mine, quid pro quo, that sort of thing.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Really? An asset or a liability, huh? With that said, tell me more about yourself.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
At 100 yards? 100 yards. Where'd you train?
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Illusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Okay, wow. I wanted more than a resume.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Okay, so I guess we're never gonna watch movies together then? Tell me more about the Lazarus Project, what you have not already told me.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Illusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Okay, so director was just titled, wasn't actually meant anything?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Illusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Limit my potential, huh? If Star Wars has taught us anything, inhibitor chips or any sort of implant is worse for wear. It's not something that you should. I'm glad he was in charge.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Illusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
What's your status on the current mission?
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any idea what we'll find?
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Way to spell it out for us.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I suppose so. Jacob, what say you?
I'm glad the Illusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Those colonists need my help. I reserve my judgment.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Jacob, what can you tell me about you? Why did you join Cerberus?
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Okay, so they're all, do first, ask questions later. Any stories from the Alliance?
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Really? A Corsair? What are those?
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
What are your thoughts on the current mission?
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Indeed, I guess we'll find out.
For now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I do know is that for Freedom's Progress, it is our introductory level of how the setup of the game is. We're going to be exploring, we're going to be fighting enemies, and then at the end of the level, there's usually a boss of some sort. With this level, Freedom's Progress, we're going to be introduced to the main antagonists of this game. They are a faction of insectoid aliens called the Collectors. The enemies of this mission are going to be mech primarily, and then at the end of the level we're going to be introduced to the heavy mech, which is going to be a powerful, intimidating enemy. Bunch of armor and a bunch of health, but he's easy taken down if you know how to combat him, and that's going to be the end boss of this level. All the enemies for this level, the lesser enemies, the fodder, are just going to be drones and the Loki robots and robotic dogs. But anyway, let's get into it.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Illusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What are our odds of success?
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Would you have, a problem with my authority, with my authority?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Illusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What about these other colonies?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. And we've got no target to go after.
Someone could still be alive. We're here to search. Above all else, we're gonna do whatever it takes.
We're gonna find out who did this and take him down. Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.